Hey everyone, the chat is open. Can everyone hear me? Yes? Okay, perfect. So the chat is open, so you can type hi to your friends. This is really, we should all have like a virtual chat that we can walk around with, because now we don't have to touch each other or breathe on each other or cough on each other. There's no danger of transmitting any germs whatsoever. Just simply type in the chat. So if you could carry a chat around with you all the time, that's the safest, healthiest way to do it. Wash your hands and then go type in the chat. Everyone will stay healthy. We'll give it just a couple minutes. One of the pieces that I feel strongly about is if you're not on time, you're late. So we're not going to bemoan around and wait on people. It is 7:01, so we will get started in just a couple minutes. And actually seconds, a couple seconds, so that we can respect your time and get going. But I do have to ask this, is anyone else just off today with the spring ahead? I don't even know what's happening, but I'm like, what is going on today? Like, I just feel off. So I'm hopeful that tomorrow we'll all be back. And it was a gorgeous, gorgeous day here in Carmel, Indiana. So one would think that that would have like sort of reset the clock, but it was just weird. Time changes are just weird, I think, in general, on our circadian rhythms. They're just weird. So I've got everyone muted right now. There's a couple that are coming. So I've got everyone muted right now, but you, of course, have the opportunity to unmute yourself if you've got some questions when we get to that point. Mercury in retrograde, which I think is done this week. I think Mercury's out of retrograde tomorrow, but we have a full moon, and then we have Friday the 13th. Which is a lot. It's a lot, people. Everybody drink your Shakeology. Yeah, I don't know when is the full moon tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow night, isn't it? I think it is. All the things are happening. So let's get started. And I know I see Karen, I see Rebecca, I see Rihanna. I don't see her, but I see her name, but I don't see her on here. But she'll pop on in a little bit too. So welcome to our Diamond Mentorship. First and foremost, give yourselves a pat on the back, like literally pat on the back, for raising your hand and saying you want to be Diamond by April 30th. Because you notice when I posted that in the team page, I didn't say, hey, who wants to be Diamond in 2020? Because let me tell you, that's never happening. Who wants to be Diamond sometime this decade? That's what we might as well ask. No, who wants to be Diamond by April 30th? Here's the truth of the matter, honestly. You could get to Diamond by Thursday, should you choose to do so. And the shorter the time amount that you give yourself, the more likely it is that you will do it. If you say to me, I'd like to be Diamond by the time my child graduates, and your child's 3, it ain't ever happening, okay? So smaller amount of time, you will get it done. I swear to you, I've seen it over and over and over again. I've seen it in 20 years of teaching fitness. I've seen it in 12 years as a coach. So sometimes myself and Rebecca and Rihanna and Karen and Kate, I think she's hopping on too. Look, these veteran coaches that are coming on to share some wisdom with you, sometimes you're going to have to trust us because we've been doing this a while. And if you added up our combined total years of coaching, it's a lot. So when I'm telling you that the shorter amount of time you give yourself to get to Diamond, the more likely it is that you'll get there. You're gonna have to trust me on that and know that that is the case. So kudos to you for saying, I want to get to Diamond, or maybe you're building a spouse account to Diamond to get to Star Diamond because you want to walk across the stage at Summit. Whatever it is, awesome job. I'm super proud of you for raising your hand and saying, yes, this is the next step. This is what I want to do. Because you recognize that Diamond has a lot of weight to it. Now, it is not the end all be all, okay? Your life is not going to dramatically transform when you get to Diamond. But what will happen is, very tangibly, you're going to start cycling at $18 a cycle. I think that's a great thing. Just a little bit more money, that's a great thing. And again, and I think I said this in my last What's Up Wednesday last week, let's just all acknowledge, okay, right from the get-go, we're going to all acknowledge the fact we are here to help and serve people. Yes, we can also make money doing that. So I'm not going to have the conversation about, I'm just here to help people. So am I. And the people that I want to help are the ones that live in my house first and foremost. And I'm going to do that by cycling at a little higher rate, which is $18 and not $14. So number one, by getting to Diamond, we're going to cycle a little bit higher. We're going to create a little bit more income. Your child gets to go to dance class, or gets to start a college fund, or you get to put gas in your car or buy groceries. All right. So that's number one. We're going to make a little bit more money when we get to Diamond. Number two, you give yourself some social proof. You give yourself a little boost of confidence. There comes with Diamond a little bit of a swagger. I've seen it in over 12 years. There comes with Diamond a little bit of a swagger, a little bit of a, look what I've done, because you are doing it and you need to own that. And if you know me at all, you know how much I do not like any of this about me. Everything is all about this team, but there is a little bit of Diamond that you need to own, that you have steered your team to that you are leading a Diamond team. So there's some social proof in there. There's some social credibility. There's a lot of confidence in there. And when people say to you, is that little fitness thing working? Well, yeah, it is actually, because I'm building a team. So there's a lot of intangible that goes along with getting to Diamond as much as there is the tangible. So awesome job on raising your hand and saying you want to get there. Now, because you raised your hand, and no one said you must be in this group, because you raised your hand and chose to be in this group, you are the kind of person who's coachable, because you raised your hand and said you wanted to be in here. You're ready to learn. You're ready to do something different. You're driven. You've got a goal, and you've gotten very clear on that goal. And that goal is that you want to get to Diamond rank. Again, knowing that's not the be all end all, but it's the next step in your business. So you've gotten very clear on that. You're coachable, and that you're going to allow some of these veteran coaches and I to help you through this. But you also understand that you're the CEO of your business. You are the CEO of your business, meaning we can help you, but we can't make you do this. But because you raised your hand, you want to do this. So no one should be saying, hey, remember that Zoom is at this and such a time, or no one should be asking you 42 times for your tracker, or if you're doing personal development, because you said you want to do this. You've said that, and you are a grown-up with a multi-million-dollar business sitting right here in the palm of your hand. It's so mind-blowing when I think about it. I mean, did you all see the post that I made in the team page today about Ingrid? Ingrid lives in France. She lives in France. She's joining our team when that opportunity opens the first week of April. Do you know where this team started? Do you know where all of you started? My kitchen table that's right in that room. Right there. I'm looking right at that kitchen table 12 years ago. In a couple weeks, we're going to have a woman join our team from France, who lives in France, who speaks French. Do you understand how big this is? That's how big this can be, should you choose to follow that path. If you just desire to create a little, fun money fund, we can do that too, but it's going to start with Diamond. You're not going to create any kind of fun money fund, any kind of gas money fund, grocery money fund, college fund, none of freedom fund until you get to Diamond, only because that's where you cycle the most. So let's get to the place where we can cycle the most, no matter what your goals are beyond that. Yes, can we agree on that? And we're going to do it by April 30th. I'm not playing around here, people. We're going to do it by April 30th. This is not hard. I'm telling you, this is not hard. It is only hard if you decide that it is hard. Period. It is only hard if you decide that it is hard. I know you've heard me say this before. There are hard situations in life. We see them on our team every day. Jamin Nelson, who's about to go into surgery, who has chemotherapy, people who have children who are fighting cancer, people who've lost parents. There are hard things happening in our team in life. Getting to Diamond is not one of them. Getting to Diamond is not one of them. Getting to Diamond, building a business, requires you to grow yourself personally before you grow yourself professionally. Here's the beautiful thing about that. it translates over into every other part of your life. So if you have to grow yourself personally, to grow yourself professionally in this little area, it's also going to translate over into growing yourself personally in every other relationship. That is the beautiful part about this business. If you have to grow, learn a little bit more, get more skills, be more patient, learn how to navigate relationships more in this business, guess what? Those skills don't go away when you suddenly turn and have a conversation with your spouse or your child or something else. It just all melds together. That's what's so cool about this business. So we're going to help you by giving you the resources and the accountability to get to Diamond. We're going to have expectations that you're going to do the work, because we can't enroll coaches for you. You got to do that. And we also will not, zero, harbor any excuses about why this can't be done. We just won't. Where's Amber? Is Amber on here? Hi, Amber. You want to tell them just in the chat how many coaches you enrolled in about 4 days? Do you want to tell them? Yeah, it was unbelievable. So this isn't hard. We know you can do it. We're good. Yeah, it was like it was unbelievable. She enrolled 4 in 36 hours, not making this up. We all watched it. And then 4 more to finish out our Diamond. Because when you make a decision, everything else just falls into place. Yeah. When you make a decision, everything falls into place. When I watched my middle daughter make a decision to become a ballet dancer, everything else just lined up with that. When I watched my youngest child make a decision, I'm going to pursue musical theater in college, everything else just lined up with that. So it doesn't exist just in Beachbody. These are skills that exist in our life. Once we make a decision to build a business to Diamond, everything else lines up with that, because we're very clear on what our goal is. And then we align everything with that goal. So here are some notes for you. You ready? Number 1, you will have a pod that will be mentored by a veteran coach. We'll tell you what those are. Don't worry. You'll have a pod. You'll be mentored by a veteran coach. That coach is there to help you with accountability, to answer some questions. That coach may or may not be your own upline. It doesn't matter. We'll use the business activity tracker with some of that accountability. That's number 1. Number 2, the word that you have to love and say a lot is clarity. Clarity. Get very clear on this goal that you want to achieve, which is Diamond. Get very clear on the fact that this is not hard. This is not hard. There are hard things in life. This is not one of them. This is not hard. Because in order to get to Diamond, what do you have to do? You have to help people. We have to help people. What about that is hard? We have to connect people with these products and programs at work and help them change their lives. That's what we get to do. And then we get to build a business doing that. Oh, and we also get to do it in a month when we have a launch with a really amazing program. Are you kidding me? I know, right? Like the timing of this is amazing. Who would have thought? So you're gonna get very clear. You have to be very crystal clear. And the clarity around the goal determines your movement and your action. The clarity around the goal determines your movement and your action. Once Jessie decided she was going to go to school for musical theater, everything she did from that point on lined up with that goal. Every private dance lesson, every private voice lesson, everything lined up with that goal. So if the goal is Diamond by April 30th, then everything lines up with that goal. Does that make sense? That means we don't have to waste time on a pretty graphic or, anything else that does not get us to our goal. When we think about what's going to get us to our goal, it's probably going to be inviting. That's what's going to get us to our goal. Inviting people to join this 10-time elite team with a goal of being a top 10 team with 12 years of experience and veteran coaches to help you. And we're going to connect them with products and programs that can change your lives. That's what we're inviting to. And none of that is personal, right? None of that's personal. If they say, no, it's not you they're saying no to, they're just maybe don't have enough information. Maybe they're just not ready. That's okay. But we have to get really clear that everything we do lines up with our goal. Number two, three, one was the pods, two is clarity. Number three, this is a little bit redundant. I don't know any other way to say it. I want you to think about fit time. I really like this acronym because it's fit. We're fit coaches, so I just really like this acronym. But when I tell you what it means, it is redundant. I don't care. I still like it. Fit time, focused, intentional time. So if you say it, you're saying focused, intentional time. Okay. I don't care. We're saying it anyway. Fit time. You're focused and you're intentional with your time. Oh, there we go. Now I worked it out. You're focused and you're intentional with your time. It's fit. Okay, that means we're not scrolling around on social media just randomly. You guys hear that all the time. You wouldn't be wanting to get to diamond if you hadn't heard that 8 gazillion times. But hearing and doing are two different things. How many of you on here are parents? Yeah, you know, don't you? You know, hearing and doing, two different things, right? Right. Okay, so you've heard that scrolling on social media doesn't build you a business, but doing are two different things. So when we're focused and intentional with our time, that's where we're building a business. I need you to understand this. No one's asking you to do this for 24 hours a day. Nobody has that time. And I don't know about y'all, but I like to travel. And so I don't want to build my business 24 hours a day. I love my business so a lot. I really do. I really like working it a lot. I almost could do it 24 hours a day because I really, really love it a lot. But however, I also like to go to Disney, and I also like to go to New York, and I also like to sit on a beach. So I'm not going to work 24 hours a day. Neither should you. You should not have expectations to. Many of you work full-time jobs. You don't have 24 hours a day to be working this. So you're working in pockets. And a really lovely, sustainable, enjoyable business can be built in pockets of time if you are focused and intentional. They just can't. And how do we get focused and intentional? We use the tracker. We use the business activity tracker. And I know that I shared this with, I might have shared it on What's Up Wednesday, but I can't remember. You guys can tell me. But Karen and Rebecca, you two were on the veteran coach call, and then I had done a new coach call with Jen, Amber, you guys were on, and Aaron, you guys were on that new coach call. And I did a new coach call and I did a veteran call, and I had two different speakers on these two calls that were just sort of sharing some wisdom and some knowledge with my coaches. And what was interesting was both of them said and advocated strongly for the business activity tracker. Period. That is how you build a business. And if you are a newer coach, you're doing the business activity tracker. If you're a veteran coach and you've got bigger goals like 5-star diamond, elite, whatever, maybe you're doing that business activity tracker a couple times a day. It's a couple, 2 or 3 power hours. That's not where we are right now. We're over here trying to get to diamond, working through the business activity tracker. Okay, we're over here. We don't need to do, on that business activity tracker, does it say make a pretty graphic? No, it does not. Does it say scroll social media just for fun? It does not. Does it say make a TikTok? No, it does not. Does it say watch TikTok? No, it does not. So from now till April 30th, we are just focusing on these things that are on that business activity tracker. I dropped that in the message thread. So if you don't have it or aren't quite sure, it's in the message thread, the big one, so you can print that off. Also, I put in that message thread the tracker for team builder and team leader. There will be some of you, there should be some of you that will be hitting team builder by the end of this first quarter. The road to elite is really built so that you're hitting one of those milestones once a quarter. You get to the end of the first quarter, you're at team builder. You get to the end of the second quarter, team leader, and then premier, and then elite. It's really built so you kind of take the year in these 3-month chunks and be hitting these goals. That makes it so much more doable because you're just kind of picking up these little bite-sized goals. So you can look at that team builder and say, okay, am I kind of in line for this? And if not, can I hit it by the end of the second quarter? And then can I get to team leader? And that, again, will give you a little bit bigger perspective. But for your daily activities, business activity tracker, that's all you need. You might also have the Rise Up planner. That's totally cool too. Use that as well. That's a great place to write your vision every day. I just filled in mine for the week ahead for this week, and that's a great place to put those yearly and monthly and weekly goals in your vision and really keep them at the forefront of your mind. I also have my vision for 2020 on a big chalkboard over here. I also have it on a write-on whiteboard board in my basement. I also have a poster right here, and I've also written it in a dry erase marker on my mirror in my bathroom so that I look at it all the time. It's everywhere. That's crucial. It's everywhere. I can't go anywhere without seeing it. I want to be that focused on where we're going with this team this year. I want to be that clear. And I'll tell you that there was a time when, just getting back to clarity just for a moment and talking about tracking and talking about getting clear on your goals. There was a time after we became a superstar team, way, way, way back in the day, in 2015, way back in the day. And I started putting on my goals, double superstar team, because I thought that's what we were supposed to do. And I was putting that goal down because I thought that's the goal that I was supposed to put. I never really, truly, in my heart of hearts, has anyone seen Onward this weekend? If anyone saw it, like he says, "Hearts fire," and I'm like, this movie was written for me. Hearts fire, like in my heart's fire, I didn't feel double superstar. I didn't feel it. So I was writing this goal and it never really resonated with me. So you need to make sure that you're very clear. You have some strong clarity around the fact that when you're writing diamond, you know why you're writing diamond and you know where you're going and you can see it. It's why I've got a poster here and a vision board here and a vision board in my basement, and it's written on my bathroom mirror because I'm so connected to my goals. It's very clear and it's right in front of me all the time. I want your goals to feel like that. And I want diamond to just be the start of those goals. Diamond's kind of where you start. Diamond's where you go, yeah, all right, let's go. My business is open. Let's keep going. And the more quickly we can get to that place and hold that, the more quickly you can hit other goals. Because what if you hit diamond by April 30th? Could you hit 2-star by the end of the year? Yeah. Now we're talking. Now you're duplicating. Now you're creating income. Now you're creating this life change, not just for you, but for others too. Now they're starting to buy into, oh my gosh, I can actually change my life with this business. There is nothing cooler in this business than sitting in the front row and watching all of you freaking crush your goals and soar. And you will get to do that with your teams too. It's the coolest thing ever. Like, we make money doing this. What? This is so crazy. It's so crazy that we get to change our lives with all of this. And you'll get to do that too as your team grows. So ask yourself, as you have clarity around your goal, as you're using your tracker, as you're digging into your focused, intentional time, ask yourself, what would a diamond coach do? Align accordingly. How would a diamond coach act? Align accordingly. How would a diamond coach invite? How would a diamond coach spend their time? If you have bigger goals and the diamond part is just sort of a stepping stone to that, start asking yourself, what would a 2-star diamond coach do? What would a 2-star diamond coach? How would they invite? How would a 2-star diamond coach structure their day, their morning? Start asking yourself that question, then align accordingly. I get up in the morning and go, what would a top 10 coach, what would a top 10 team do? What would it look like? Okay, let's go. Put my feet on the ground, let's go. So ask yourself that question. What would a diamond coach do? What would a 2-star diamond coach do? How many lives are you changing to get to that goal? Because that's what has to happen in both big and small ways. Sometimes I think we hear that idea, okay, I'm going to transform lives. Like, it's just too much. I can't handle it. It just might be that they drink some extra water that day. And for them, that's a big transformation. It might be that they choose veggies and hummus instead of something else, a candy bar, and that's a big transformation. And then maybe as they build a little team, and now maybe they can put gas in their car without worrying if the credit card's going to be declined. That's a big transformation. And I think sometimes we overlook those because we hear this word transform and we think my entire life has to change. It might, but for me, it started with going to the grocery and knowing that I could, and that we were going to have money to pay our bills at the end of the month. That's where it started. It wasn't a physical transformation. So that's what you get to do, and that's what you get to create as you ascend to diamond and beyond. Ask yourself, what would a diamond coach do? How would a diamond coach act? And then if you've got bigger goals, ask yourself those questions too. I don't know what number that was. This is going to be number 4. Number 4, I have them written down here. I just get off track. Number 4, we are greater by association. We are greater by association. There's a reason why we're in a group. And then there's a reason why we're going to take this group and we're going to break you into smaller groups, because proximity and connection means more success. Proximity and connection means more success. We can help you and others can help you get better, but we can't do it for you. However, your personal decision-making, your vision, your perspective, all of it, it's strengthened when you get in proximity with other people who have goals and are on a mission too. You know, when you go to Summit, if you've been to Summit, and you get in those rooms, those workout rooms, and you're like working out with Joel, you're working out with Autumn, you're working out with Jericho, whatever. Literally, they could shut the door and lock it and say, we're in here for 2 hours. And everyone in the room would be like, yes! There's such power in that proximity. There's such connection there. Well, that's kind of what we're doing here in the business sense. We're gathering together in these smaller groups. There's power in proximity. You don't have to explain to anyone in your pod why you want to be diamond, because everybody wants to be diamond. You don't have to explain to anyone how this business gives you all the feels, because everyone feels like that too. You don't have to explain that. There's power in that proximity. That's why we want you connected in these smaller pods. So getting better is a mindset. Aligning with those who want to get better too is very crucial. Not last, but number 5, almost last. Tracker and engagement. The tracker and engagement. There are no limits on how many people can be successful. So this is not scarcity kind of business. If there's 500,000 coaches, 500,000 coaches can be successful. There's no limit on, Carl doesn't only have so many diamond. What do you get for diamond? Like a shirt now? A pin? What do you get? My husband got like a poster when he turned emerald. He was all proud of it and hung it on the refrigerator. I can guarantee you they don't run out of those. So there aren't only so many emerald coaches in Beachbody. So whatever you get for diamond, they don't have them in a warehouse and they're going to run out. And then that's it. No more diamond coaches. Nope. As many people can be successful in this business as there are humans in this business. And you can build this business in as many ways as there are humans in this business. There are right and best practices, but there's some gray area within those best practices. But you can be successful. Your neighbor can be successful. Everybody can be successful. That's important to know. The way you're going to get there is by tracking and engagement. Tracking. So the business activity tracker, number 1, the ones who track will be the ones who create success. Because if you can't self-assess, it's real hard to know where you need to course correct. You have to be able to self-assess to course correct. So tracking is going to, help you do that. If you're looking back at your week and you're like, well, I only sent 2 invites. No wonder I'm at Success Club 0. Well, you know that now because you're tracking it. Yeah. Also, if you're tracking it and going, well, I sent 15 invites a day and I'm at Success Club 4. So maybe this week I need to up that to 20 invites a day to get to that next person. You don't know that unless you're tracking. So it's the reason why on Instagram, if you have a business account, you can track your insights, why I know good times to post. I'm looking at that data. Data is information that helps us make decisions. So that's why tracking is so important. And then engagement, the ones who stay close to the fire, the ones who stay engaged in the team threads and the hubs and all of that, those are the ones who will be successful too. The ones who are like, well, I just like to lurk. I just like to watch. I'm just taking it all in. You're going to have a harder time. The engagement is what counts. It's no different than when you're in school and the person who raises their hand, and asks a question. they're generally a little bit more successful in class. You got to engage. You got to be willing to talk to the people in your pod, to share your challenges, to share your struggles. And I swear to you, the coaches who are like, and they kind of step back a little bit, they're going to lose momentum. I promise you that. Now, the engagement will be at a level that you feel comfortable with, but if you're not engaging at all and you're just watching and observing, you're missing out on the connection that's going to help you build this business. So, how to get to Diamond again? You want to grow your business. You got to be coachable and you have to be teachable. You wouldn't be here. But there are different levels to that. And in your head, when someone suggests something to you, if you immediately feel yourself go, that's not being coachable. When someone says, you should try this, I need your immediate reaction to go like this. Oh, okay, let me try that. Okay? Just for funsies, let's do that, all right? So instead of like, go, oh, okay, let me try that. Because here's what's so cool about this business. If you try it and it doesn't work, okay, try something else. That's what's so cool about it. The only way you fail in this business is if you do nothing, period. If you do nothing and you help no one, that's a failure in this business. I'm just going to call it like it is. But if you try something and it just doesn't go the way you want it to, that's just learning. Cool. That's all right. Cool. Let me do something else. So you have to be coachable. You have to be teachable. You have to own your business. And I picked up this phrase from one of Jesse's musical theater mentors when they talk about taking agency over their career. They teach their students to take agency over their career, which means Jesse's responsible for figuring out her private voice lessons and her dance lessons and her auditions and things like that. She's responsible for taking agency over her career as she wants to grow it. You're responsible for taking agency over your business. It's your business. You want to grow a multi-million-dollar business? Well, let's get after it, sister. Let's go. But nobody's going to do it for you. You have to own that. Number 3 in my little list. Attitude is a huge indicator of success. Either you're open or you're resistant. And sometimes we're kind of somewhere in the middle. I know we're human, we're female. Sometimes we're somewhere in the middle. But you're either open or you're resistant, and your attitude is a huge indicator of success. If you think it won't work or you think it's hard, you're correct. You are correct. But if you are open to trying and you're open to doing, you're open to working, it'll work. It just will. I was reading my 2020 vision to my coaches last week, and I read it on What's Up Wednesday. And my number 1 point on my 2020 vision is I will no longer pull coaches along or convince someone that this business works, because my life is real-time proof of that. And it's the same for you. You don't have to pull anyone along or convince anyone. If you are showing up and doing the work, then you don't have to pull anyone along. And when you have to start to pull people along, you feel like you're pulling people along, that takes the joy out of this business. Ain't nobody want to be a part of a business like that. So show up and do the work. Let your life do the convincing for you. If you are engaging in the team hub and engaging in the message threads, you will be far more successful than if you're not. You need to be an active, present, and engaged team member. And something that Jeff Mathewson shared with some of my new coaches last week that I think is key, that he's seeing throughout the network for newer coaches who are building businesses, is their energy is contagious. If you are on social media like, so this program, 10 rounds, I think it's going to be kind of cool, whatever. You wouldn't want to join you. You would not want to join you. If your life has been changed by these products and programs, just share that authentically and in a way that feels right for you. You don't have to be extra. You don't have to be over the top if that's not who you are. But if you aren't sharing with some energy and enthusiasm, it's really hard for people to understand the magnitude to which this business, this community, these products, these programs can change their lives. It just becomes another piece of white noise. And we know there's so much white noise out there. And there's a lot of stuff that's scary out there. There's a lot of stuff that's freaking people out, freaking us out there. And guess what we get to do? We get to be someone's lighthouse. We get to say, I got it. I got you. I've got the plan. I've got the path. I've got the map. I know the way. Let me help you. And let me do it with energy and enthusiasm and passion, because this is awesome and can change your life. I got you. Be the lighthouse for someone. Amidst all the freaky out stuff there is, be the lighthouse for someone. Show them the way. That's what we all want. We want someone to help us figure this whole thing out. And we want to do it with other humans. We don't want to do it by ourselves. So that's kind of our expectations. We're going to put you in pods. We're going to, expect that you track. We're going to ask for those trackers. I mean, y'all, if you can't fill out a tracker and show a tracker, you're not building your business and you don't want to be a diamond. So that just is what it is. It just is what it is. And we're going to ask probably about personal development. And we're just going to be here for you, because there's nothing cooler than watching the success that happens on this team. And as these diamonds start to pop in our team page, just watch and feel the momentum that you will create. You'll create it on your own personal team. You'll create it within a larger team. You will create that. You will create the momentum that you want in your life. And as you build and get more and more excited about this team that you are building, that's going to create even more excitement in the team. It's really cool how that happens, because none of us are in this business by ourselves. We might be in business for ourselves, but we're not in business by ourselves. And I think that's what makes it so special. So if you have any questions, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and ask. And Rebecca's on here, Karen's on here, Rihanna's on here, and we can answer any of your questions. And we will also put the list of who's going with who in the big message thread. Is that okay if I do that? Karen, Rebecca, Rihanna, is that okay if I just put the names in that? Do you think that'll work the best, rather than try to read them off like a roll call here, like we're in grade school?
For sure.
Okay. I'll put them in that, because then I can tag people in that thread and they can reach out and get you in pods. And then, so let's say you're with Rihanna, and then she's going to get you into a pod, and the 4 or 5 or 6 of you are going to determine the best time for you to meet and how you're going to communicate and all that kind of stuff. Questions? Was there anything that was in the chat that I missed? And it's only 7:37. I did really good. Sometimes I can ramble. My girls call me context queen. They're like, Mom, enough of the context. I'm like, you need the context. You need to know. This can change your life. They're like, no, people don't even know that. Anything else? Any questions? Anything? We're good? We're excited? Okay, so I did say that I'm going to ask you some questions. So let's do that quickly. And we're just going to go around the horn. And I'm going to get my questions. Okay, so here are your 3 questions. How long you've been a coach, how many coaches you have in your downline, like how many you need to get to Diamond, and what your February Success Club points were. And veteran coaches, if you guys are okay with it, I'm just going to start at the top of my row and kind of work my way across. So will you guys write this down, what they say, so we have a running total of it too? And then we can kind of have that, or at least, grab your people. Okay, Jen. I'm unmuting you. Maybe you're unmuting you. Are you unmuting you? You do it.
There you go.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Hi, I'm Jen. I have been a coach on Sparta Nation since November of 2019, and I am in Diamond qualifications right now. So I have 9 active coaches as of last night, and 2 of them are Emeralds, holding strong. And what was the other thing I was supposed to answer?
How many Success Club points you had in February?
12, but I made some of those Emeralds happen.
Yeah, you did. That's what you do. That's called being a CEO, people. That's called being a CEO. And you are in this to both solidify your diamond, and to maybe start building a coach underneath you 2 diamonds.
Yeah, definitely to solidify diamond. I want a solid diamond, and in conjunction with build to 1 star. So tag my mom's it. That's right. She's excited.
Okay, you mute you. I'll come over here to Anitra. Okay. Can you unmute yourself? I think that I don't have to. I think you have to. Perfect.
I did.
Okay. Awesome.
I've been a coach 18 months, but only working the business 8 months. I've got 9 coaches, and I had 10 SC points in February. So
can you remind me who your upline coach is too again? I know.
Yeah, Jenny Fellows.
Okay, perfect. So you need your 2 Emeralds.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to create those.
I'm going to, because one of my coaches is my husband, so
Yes.
he is now an Emerald coach fairly soon.
Yes, he
I will
be.
make it happen.
Yes, because you own your business. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Monica. There you go. I think you're unmuted. No. Let me see if I can do it.
Sorry, I got excited. Just started talking. I've been a coach for 10 months. I started last May. I have 7 coaches, but my legs are a little wonky. So I need 2 more coaches on one leg, and then I have an emerald on my left. I need 2 more coaches on the right, and one of my 4 on the right to be an emerald. And I had 6 Success Club points in February.
So then total coaches you need to be diamond 4, is that right? 2 for emerald and 2 to flesh out that leg?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 more coaches, and then one of them needs 2 more.
Okay, perfect.
Personally, me, and then one of my coaches needs to be emerald.
Yes.
1 more.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I've been a coach since February of 2019, but I didn't start actively coaching until a few months after that. I'm in Erica's downline, and I hit Success Club 6 in February. On my left, I have 3 coaches, and one of those has someone underneath them. So I guess I need 2 more on that side to complete it. And then I have 2 coaches on my right. So then I need 2 more, and then one of those needs to be emerald.
Okay. So you'll finish your personally sponsored first, and then we'll start working on the emeralds. Okay, perfect. Liz.
Hello.
Hey.
I've been a coach on Fire Nation since January of this year. Last month I had 2 Success Club points, and I need a total of 8 coaches. So I'm going out with a bang, people. We're doing it.
She's doing it, baby. She's doing it. Erin. Hold on. Oh, there you go. You're good.
I'm on mute. I've been a Sparta Nation coach since the end of November 2019. I have 5 coaches, so I need 7. 3 for me, and 2 emeralds. So I need 2 on my left leg with an emerald, so 4. And then I need 1 for me and an emerald on my right. And I had 10 Success Club points in February.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Stephanie.
Hi. I've been a coach since 2015, but actively coaching since last April.
Okay.
I'm under Erica. I got 6 Success Club points last month, and I have 4 coaches on my right and 2 coaches on my left, but no emeralds.
Okay.
So I need 6, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 6 coaches.
Carrie.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. So I have been on this team since November, but actively working since January, and I just signed up my 2nd coach today. So yay! So I need 10 more. And Amber, I love your story, because I'm like, heck yeah, if you can do it, I can do it.
Right.
And I had 6 points last month.
Also, if you guys don't follow Carrie, follow her on Facebook, because somehow or other she's managed to convince her husband to do Facebook Lives with her.
Yes, and he loves it.
I don't know. The first time she did it, I was like, look, wait, what's happening right now? It was the kids, so freaking cute. So they do these lovely little Facebook Lives, and they talk about being newlyweds, and it's just super cute. So follow her on Facebook.
Thank you.
Okay, Stephanie P.
Okay.
You're good.
I have been a coach since
Stephanie, your Wi-Fi is kind of, I can't hear you. Can you turn it up?
I've been a coach since June of 2018.
June 2018, right? Yeah.
Her Wi-Fi is messed up. Why
Yeah.
doesn't she type it in the comments?
Yeah, Stephanie, can you just type it in the comments? Because you're kind of going in and out. Just type in the comments. It's all good. Don't worry. Just put it in the comments. You're good. Erica Smiley, do you want to share? Oh, wait. Now I'm still hearing, but I think it's just reverb.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Erica. Stephanie P, just put your stuff in the comments for us. Okay, perfect. Erica, we can hear you. Yes.
Okay. I'm Erica Smiley. I've been a coach since December of 2019. February SC points were 6. I have 4 coaches under me and 8 to go.
And this girl is obsessed with Bar Blend.
Obsessed.
So if you just want to see beautiful, like these beautiful long lines in pictures, just go watch Erica do this. It's beautiful. She's fallen in love with Bar Blend. She's been sharing it like a boss. So she's already at Success Club too. So it's been fun to watch. It's just so fun to watch all of you new coaches come into and just be like, take off. It's so fun. So cool. Molly W.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. I am a coach as of January 2020, so I'm a new one too. I have 1 coach, and then my husband is being signed up March 16th.
Okay.
So we can get 10 rounds. And then, so I had 8 points in February. I now have 2.
Perfect. Molly, tell me again who you're under.
Stephanie Pinkerton.
Oh, well, look at you two on here. That's amazing accountability. Yeah, Stephanie P, you can't let off the gas because your coach is watching you and she's going to do whatever you do. No playing around. Okay, I'm skipping Rebecca and my Brady Bunch over here and coming to Joy.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Let's see. I've been a coach since July of last year, and I currently have 4 coaches, no emeralds, but I'm balanced, so that's good. And one of them is my husband, so I have control of one side of an emerald to build. I mean, of my legs to build. And I had 10 Success Club points.
Yes, she did have 10. Joy was in the 10 rounds test group. So you might have seen her in our coach info group, or you might have seen her pictures or whatever, but she was in the 10 rounds test group. So if you have questions, over the next week, she's your resource person. I've tagged her a couple times, especially in the coach info group, but her before and afters are redonkulous. So she's all fired up about 10 rounds, as are we.
Yes. Yeah. So feel free. If you guys have questions, I'm happy to, you can tag me and stuff or share my stuff, whatever. I mean, just let me know how I can help you.
And I think Joy shared earlier too, just one more piece, that she did not do kickboxing before. So if you're that person, or you've got coaches or customers who are kind of that person too, like she was there as well. So just
I think I've heard from a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but a few, that they're like, oh, I don't do boxing. That's not interesting to me. And I mean, we tried the sample, right? You've all tried the sample. I just encourage people to try the sample and be open-minded to it, because it's so much fun. It is so much fun. And I have 0 boxing background and I'm super uncoordinated, and I had a blast, and the results were phenomenal. So definitely a good program.
Plus Joel. End discussion. Yeah. Okay, Molly, you're up.
I'm unmuted, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Molly Sigler, and I have been a coach. Don't everybody look at my beautiful makeup job right now, if you can see me, because it's bad. I've been a coach since January 2020, and I have 8 coaches underneath me, and I had 8 Success Clubs in February. And so I need 2 more coaches for Diamond.
And one of them is DJ, your husband.
Yes. So, yep. So I will get under him. People will get under him this time.
People will. She's already hit Success Club for March. She's already at SC6. So now when she puts people underneath her husband, it has no effect on her success. It doesn't matter at this point. So she can rock and roll with that. So we really want Molly to be Diamond by Thursday. No pressure.
Yeah.
We've just thrown that out there because we think she can.
Yep.
Just saying.
I'm going for it.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna come down underneath to Patty with the cute cat.
Hi, everybody. My name is Patty Craig. This is Zach over here with me. Um, so I've been a coach. This is my 4th year coaching. Clearly, I haven't made Diamond a real priority until recently. So right now, I have 6 coaches. None of them are Emerald right now. And February, I had 10 SC points, and I've got 1 so far for February.
Excellent. And Patty, who's your upline?
Courtney.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Amber.
Hi.
Hi.
I have been a coach on this team since November. I hit Success Club 10 in February, and I'm already Diamond.
See the swagger? Do you see it? That's what happens. Mm-hmm.
So I'm here to get it a little bit more solid, but really, truly, I'm here to be 1 star so I can walk that damn stage at some.
Don't talk too much about it because it makes me want to cry. So we can't talk that much about it. There's no crying in Beachbody. Okay, I'm coming here to Melissa Ortiz. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you said it correctly. Can you hear me?
Yes. Melissa, remind me who your coach is.
Courtney.
Okay.
So Patty and I, we are accountability partners. So
oh,
that's
yay.
why. Yep.
That's awesome.
So I've been a coach for 3 years now. I have a total of 11 coaches, 6 in one leg and 5 in the other. I need an emerald, basically. That's what I need right now. I need 2 coaches to make one of my coaches an emerald.
Okay.
And I hit Success Club 6.
Do you control one of the someone on your legs? Okay.
Yes.
So then after you hit Diamond, do you have a 1-star Diamond goal?
Yes.
Because you could be Diamond by Thursday too. So.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, so if you're going to be in the group, you might as well tap into it to be 1-star.
That's a good goal.
Okay, you just sit as Jesse's acting teachers, just sit in your feelings like with that for a little bit and see how that feels for you. Just sit with that for a little bit.
It feels good, by the way.
There you go. Okay, I'm going to come over here. Crystal, are you feeling okay, or do you want to just type in the chat? Because I know you weren't feeling very good. You can type in the chat if you want.
To speak. I'm doing it. Okay.
Okay.
You understand me or not?
Yes.
Okay. I have 7 coaches currently right now. I need to turn my husband into a diamond, and then I can't speak. I need to turn my husband into an emerald. And also get another coach. I've been coaching since November of 2018.
Okay.
Probably the last 6 months or so I've been pushing it a little bit harder to work the business. And I hit SC6 last month.
Okay. Perfect. So. Now go back to bed.
Thanks.
Megan, I'll come down here to you.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Megan. I've been a coach for 3 years this past November. I am a diamond, and really quickly, I participated in a similar group like 18 months ago and got to diamond, I think in 4 weeks. So I'm super excited to get my husband to diamond. And I need 8 more, but I did send 1 coach link today. So then that would be 7 more. And I have 1 emerald on his 1 leg, and the other emerald I'm going to make my mom, like I'm going to build that one. So I'm excited. And I got SC 8 last month, and I'm at 4 so far.
So Megan and Megan and Amber both want to walk the stage at Summit.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. It's very exciting.
Yes. Thank you.
Renee, can you turn your video on so we can see you? If you can't, just type your stuff in the chat. Okay, so we'll just have Renee type it in the chat and we'll wrap it up now. So in the message thread, awesome job, friends, awesome job. Also, I do want to say that, and I know that the veteran coaches agree with me, the whole, I've been a coach for a while, and now I'm just starting to work the business. Okay, awesome, cool. Today's day one. Isn't it a full moon tomorrow? Okay, perfect. Everything starts new tomorrow. It's a fresh day. For Monday, March 9th is your now day one. I don't want to hear any more of this. I just now, and I've been a coach. Who cares? Okay, your story now becomes a story you tell yourself and the story that you write from this point on. So write the story that you are a successful Beachbody coach building a business that changes lives. That's what you will become. Start it tonight, start it tomorrow, Monday morning, okay? This is where we start. So in the message thread, I'll put the groups in there, and then your mentors will contact you. They'll get you in pods, and we'll start talking. And then our goal is this right, vets, that we're going to try to do a big Zoom 2 more times before April 30th. I think we had talked about that. So we're going to try and do a big Zoom 2 more times, but all of you will be convening in your small groups as well, however many times that works. My small group, one small group that I have, we talk every day. In the message thread, and then we Zoom once a week. So that's probably about what we'll do with my other one, but you will find what works for you. And maybe it's text, maybe it's something, email, maybe you all live right next to each other and you get together, and whatever works for you, you'll find the way. The most important part are the tracking and the engagement. The tracking and the engagement. You're tracking, and if your vet coach is asking for that tracker, you're sharing that tracker. Don't play around with that. And the engagement. And here's the thing, if you don't want to show your tracker because you're embarrassed to show your tracker, maybe do some stuff so that you're tracking, so you're not embarrassed to show your tracker. It's like we're grown-ups here, right? Like it's not rocket science. So just do your stuff. Michael Folsom says, do your crap, just do it, show up, build a business, change lives. It's really that simple. Any other final questions? Anything that is final that, no, Joy, Rebecca's a vet coach. She's not a newbie coach.
Okay.
Any other final questions? Anything else? So we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, April 30th. What a lovely day that will be in our team page, won't it? Now, and you all know what our team goal is. You made me do it. I didn't have any plans to do this. You made me do this. This is all you. You all did this. This was not on my goal list at the beginning of the year. You made this happen. The more you do this, the higher we go. I can't fly the plane by myself. Your coach can't fly that plane by themselves. The more we do this right here together, the higher we go. And if we stand on that stage next year as a top 10 team, you think you've seen me cry before now? I won't even be able to function at that point. So shall we be about it and do it? As they say in the movie Onward, put the car in O for onward. Let's go. Onward. All right, look in the message thread for your vets. Get your trackers. Have a great week.